I want to record this so that way I'm able to go back and look at what you all say when you respond to the questions that I have, so we can have conversations moving forward. All right. Comment in the chat section and let me know what amount of money to you would make a difference in your life over the next 90 days. How much money do you want to make? Okay, one person is having trouble. Let me make sure. I think that that's her who mic isn't on. Hey, you have to leave and come back to cut on your mic. Okay. Um, so yeah, let us know how much money do you want to make over the next 90 days. Over the next 90 days. What is your income goal? It's important to know your income goal so that you can know what you're aiming for. Everything that I say right now won't even matter if you are just blindly going after this to say, oh, whatever happens, happens. Nothing I say on here matters if you feel or if you're looking at this as whatever happens, happens. So maybe it's just $200 a week, or maybe it's $2,000 a week. Put it in the chat. Let us know. No number is too big. Like over the next 90 days for me, I need to close out February. I need to close out February at least 7,000. I need to close out March at least 10,000 collectively in everything that I'm doing, which is fast start bonus, retail sales, and binary pay. That's my goal, like, because I know what's possible. And so, speak your goal to the level of either your belief or borrow some of my belief. But speak your goal. Comment in the chat section and let us know your goal. Nobody is talking to me. Come on now, y'all. Y'all quiet. What's your goal? What's your goal? So I had wrote like a whole list of things that I want to talk about. So one thing for sure to start off is knowing what your goal is. I think I hear some background. Let's see who said. All right, cool. Is knowing what your goal is, right? Now, so here are some tips to make your money, staying active, active being participating, not even just active like and active like your monthly order, but staying active, right? Every day you got to know when you get up what you are going to do for that day. When whatever job you have, right? Whatever you do, maybe you work at the local fast food place, or maybe you work at the local office, or maybe you work at a mall, or whatever you do, right? When you wake up and you get dressed and you get in your car and you go to work, what you have to do when you get there. And so if you look at this business like that, first of all, welcome everybody, to this call. I'm sorry, I'm so excited I got right into it because all I could see is growth. Oh my gosh. And I'm excited and I really want to help y'all understand what it takes. I really want to help y'all understand, you know, how to jump right into it because a lot of you just got started over the last 30 days. So that's all I'm thinking about, right? Okay. So you got to know, when you first wake up, even, the night before when you go to bed, know what you're going to do the next day. And so that's why I like doing these type of calls because I am hands on. Like I did one of my presentations and I was saying how like I realized that college wasn't for me because it took too long to get to the tangible end goal of what I was, what you'd be using in college. So, I found that I love network marketing and home-based business because what I learned today I can apply today and get results today. And so that's what this call is about, things that you can learn today, apply today, get results today, and teach tomorrow. Think about it like that. If you have even just one business partner, you are a leader. You are a leader. Okay. And so you want to learn, do, teach, repeat every single day. And so I hope you have a notebook in front of you and a pen so you can write down some of the stuff that I'm saying. Um, Let me go ahead and get in the car. I was hot. I just came out the sauna, so I just wanted to sit here for a second. I'm leaving the gym. I always say the better you look, the more money you make. And that's the truth, I'm telling you. So regardless of how I feel, I work out. Especially in the beginning of the year. I got a point to prove. Okay. So let's see what's going on here before I get started. I see the chat. My goal is to be financially able to do things that I want and provide for my family. Okay, put a number to that, Tracy. Put a number to that. And see, that's why I'm asking y'all to comment in the chat so that way I can look at it and I can engage with you all without the background noise and stuff like that and respond to what's on your mind, what's on your heart, and talk to you about where you are. Okay, because that's what this call is about. This isn't your average Sunday call where I'm talking at you. I would like for this to be a call where we talk together. So talk with me in the chat so we can converse. Okay. Now, Tracy, put a number to that, right? So that way you can know exactly what the number is that will help you do more for your family. And that way, when you know what that number is, you can break it down to daily goals. So that way you know, okay, in order to provide for my family, I need an extra $800 a month, which means that I need an extra $200 a week, which means I need to sell a minimum of 10 products a day, which now breaks down to I only need to sell 2 products a day, 5 days a week. And now when you wake up in the morning, your objective in all conversations is to drive people to information and close out to sell your 2 products. I hope that makes sense. So know what your number is, okay? Know what your number is specifically. My goal is to retire from my full-time and be fully self-employed in 2 years, looking for 6 figures in self-employment income every quarter. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so now I wrote notes, so I'm looking at my notes. I don't know if you still can see my screen, see me on the screen, but I'm looking at my notes because I wanted to make sure I didn't go. Y'all, when I'm excited, I like jump all over the place. Y'all gonna notice that the more you get on trainings and calls with me. So sometimes you could just send me a message and say, "Slow down, girl." All right, so look, one thing that I want to say, the first 2 things when you first get started and what you should teach your new business partners. As soon as you get started, the day you get started, make your Facebook page public, okay? Make your Facebook page public. So that way, as you are doing everything else that follows, people that share your posts, people that you send friend requests to, they can see what you're talking about, see what you represent. All right. So make your Facebook page public. Add 100 of your Facebook friends into our Divine Life Transformations group. Send them invites. Send 100 invites to 100 of your Facebook friends. We can see who invited their friends. Don't worry about, collaborating with the whole organization because we can see who invited who. So if anybody has any issues with somebody cross-selling to somebody else's customer, we can identify if you add your friends in there because we see who added who. All right. So that will not be a problem. That person will be reported and dealt with immediately. So add 100 of your Facebook friends. The reason being, those who accept the invite, you don't have to talk less to you because all you got to do is tag them. If they accepted the invite, that means that they're open-minded to what we're talking about in there. And tag them to the pinned video at the top, which you can tag them and then send them a message. Hey, thanks for accepting my invite to this VIP customer group. Let me know when you get done watching the video I just tagged you in. It's going to blow you away. So then they can come back and say, wow, I watched the video. Then you move forward with whatever it is that your target is with that person that day. It may be to ask them, let me say it like this. Sometimes my goal may be to get 3 customers so that I can be active for the month, right? And if your goal is to get 3 customers so you can be active for the month, one way to go about that is to go to them and say, hey, would you be willing to buy 1 month supply of this tea so you can experience it, 1, so I can have a new testimony, and 2, right? So you can experience it and I can have a new testimony. And you can even hit them with, if you don't like it, I will never ask you to buy anything else again. If they are hard sell and they have it, let them know that because the tea is going to do what it's supposed to. And so that's one way I go about getting sales when I'm like, look, I need my 3 sales today. So let me just go ahead and hit them with that. Or if you've already made your 2, 3 sales for the day, then go ahead and ask them, I know, right? That was crazy. I didn't know that before I started this either. That's why I feel like everybody needs to know this. So we have a call, tonight at 8 o'clock. Are you free for like 20 minutes to hear more information about who we are and what we have? Now you invite them to the call, okay? So add 100 people today to the customer group and do what I was just saying. I've recorded this, so I'll replay it. I'll put it on YouTube later so you can rewatch it if you need anything, or ask the question in the chat. If I'm saying anything too fast and you want me to repeat something, or you like something I said, please say it in the chat. And every so often I'm gonna go and look at the chat, because right now I'm looking at my notes. All right. And feel free if you want to unmute yourself and talk back with me. I'm okay with that. Just unmute yourself and do so. So add 100 people to the Facebook group. That Facebook Divine Life Transformations group will sell to them for you, or at least pique their interest. Now, moving forward, I suggest that you add at least 10 a day. Add 100 today to launch it, pretty much, grab some attention of people real fast. And then add 10 people every single day. Just think, if you do what I'm saying, everything I'm saying on this call, just for 3 months, number one, it'll become a part of your daily habits. 2, it'll create the lifestyle that keeps you always doing income producing activities. 3, you'll become a master at being able to teach it. So imagine having 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people who are operating just like you are. Because like I said in the beginning, you want to learn it, do it, teach it every single day. And okay, so the next thing that you want to make sure that you do is do a video. If you've already used the product, you already drank the tea, whatever it is that have inspired you to want to be a part of this, do a quick 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute live on Facebook. Share it in whatever group you're in. Maybe it could be the WhatsApp group, or it could be the Facebook Divine Life English group, so the team can support it. So once you go live, share it into Divine Life English so we can go back to your page and support it. However, go live and talk about what the product has done for you. Talk about what you were going through before you experienced this product, what the product has done for you, and what is your mission. If you don't know what your mission is specifically, to put it in words, use what I say. Our mission is to help people lose weight, come off medication, and create the lifestyle to maintain it. Do a quick live, just talking about why this is important to you, why you feel that everybody should know about it. Because, if you do your video talking about it, then you'll pique more interest. Don't sell on your video, none of that. Just straight do like a blog video, just talking about the testimonies you've noticed, the excitement you're having, how you have grown. I always encourage 4 statuses every day. So even in your video, you can talk about these things, right? Like, okay, here are the 4 statuses, so I can tie it into your video. If you post these 4 statuses every day, you will accumulate more attention to your page. 1, inspiration or growth mindset, something that reflects that you are developing as a professional. Okay. 2, lifestyle. Maybe you're eating healthier, you're drinking more water, you're working out, you travel a lot. Something that is a healthy type of lifestyle that maybe you weren't doing before, or that you're getting better at. Okay. Question. You can ask a question, ask questions, anything, but be strategic. You don't want to ask, you don't want to randomly ask stuff that you can't tie into your mission. Your questions should be something, even if you're talking and your video is you're passionate about dogs because you have 3 dogs, you love dogs, so your video, you're talking about dogs. You may ask a question like, have you ever had to take your dog to the vet? How much was the bill? Was it talk, do you see what I'm saying? You can talk about everything, everyday stuff, but make it strategic, whereby when you go and inbox them later, or you can, it will bridge the gap to show you what you have in common with your listeners. that you can go and inbox them and talk about later. It'll bridge the gap to show you that who is thinking about what you're thinking about. So ask questions. Okay. Now, mind you, I'm tying this into the video, but these are the 4 statuses that I suggest you post every day. All right. And value is the 4th one. Value or testimony. Every single day, post at least one testimony or something of value. Like, you might say, like, okay, I'm going to use me, for example. Randomly, I might post, it's been 1 whole year since I've had my menstrual every month on time, which is exciting to me because I I was why am I getting this? Am I still on? Okay, yeah, I got a notification that made me feel like it might have cut me off. Which is exciting to me because I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I noticed that using my products has helped my hormones to be stable. So instead of using the metformin and the birth control that they were trying to put me on, I'm just drinking my tea and using my hormone booster. Value. Talk about what is happening. Talk about how, another post could be, one of my customers had to use a walker for 10 years. In just 3 months of drinking the tea, she don't need her walker anymore because the inflammation is gone and the pain is gone. Value, which also is a testimony. Do y'all see what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense. Or you could just post a before and after picture, which is something I like to do when, I'm just I'm moving. My day may be busy. I may not have time to write a whole paragraph or, sit there and type out. So I might just say, our plant-based detox tea is the bomb with a testimony before and after picture. 4 statuses a day. Because guess what? The next step that I talk about, which is adding new friends, when you start adding new people to your page, how many friends do you have on Facebook? Drop that in the chat section. How many friends do you have on Facebook right now? Your goal before June should be to max out at 5,000 and set your settings so that people can start following you. That way you can have 5,000 friends and 5,000 followers on Facebook over the next year, right? When you start sending friend requests and they come to your page and they see that your page is consistent, evolving, and has a lot of value, they may not know you, but they're more likely to trust you and add you as a friend and do business with you and inbox you for whatever it is that you talk about. You may talk about the coffee more than you talk about the tea. But when you're strategic and consistent, that makes them trust you and want to do business with you. If you are skipping days where you post a day and then you don't post again until February, that makes them feel like you're inconsistent. And I don't want to tie myself to somebody who I can't rely on to learn from. Remember, in the beginning, I said, learn, do, teach every day. Every day. If you want to achieve your 90-day goals, test what I'm saying for 90 days. Learn, do, teach every day. Don't wait for me to teach it. Don't wait for Albert. Don't wait for Antoinette. Don't wait for Karan. Don't wait for Christopher. If you have at least one business partner, then you own your business. You plug them into what we do, but you make sure that you learn, you do it, and then you teach it. Because when you learn it and then you do it, it gets you excited because you see it's working. And then you go call them and say, hey, did you post your 4 statuses yesterday? Did you add 100 people yesterday? All right, look, do it today real quick. Let me show you what I did. I just made 2 sales and it was crazy. It was so easy. Learn, do, teach. You are a boss, okay? Let me go check the chat real quick before I move on. Are y'all liking this? Can somebody unmute and let me know? Are y'all liking this?
Yes, very powerful. A very powerful information you're giving.
Thank you. Thank you. Has anybody ever done, who's on here? Anybody on here ever done any of the things that I mentioned? I know Antoinette, you've been around with us for a minute. Mom, my mother, y'all, is on here, Dina Queen. We're also in business together. Can one of y'all just unmute and just talk about what I've talked about so far? How, the this system has worked for you. Has it worked for you? Has it not? Let me know.
Hi, everyone. Definitely the system has worked for me. Like it motivates you to stay motivated with the company when you follow the steps that they put out for you to do. At least for me, that's what it do. Um, being consistent on Facebook, I have noticed that I have a lot of people responding back, and within their response, it lets me know that they are watching me. So everything that she's saying is true. You just have to be consistent with it, and everything will fall into place.
Thank you. That's my mommy,
You're
yo.
welcome.
All right. So I'm going back to my notes now. Oh, let me see what I missed in the chat. My goal is to get 2 members a day. My goal is to make an extra $1,000 weekly. My goal is to help persons I come in contact with, both physical and financial. Yes, yes. Make sense, 4,000 plus. Oh, thanks. I'm doing a great job. Okay, cool. All right. Like I said, anybody have any questions, you can unmute yourself and come back because I'm just going through my notes, okay? So the next thing I want to suggest is that you request to be in at least 10 new Facebook groups. I didn't realize how many Facebook groups I wasn't in until I went to, what was it called? GoPro, the GoPro event in Vegas last year. And they were one of the coaches was talking about how they made, a large income just being in Facebook groups, right? So let me tell you how to use them. When you go and you request to be in these Facebook groups, don't just start. You know the problem these paparazzi jewelry sellers do. They go and request to be in the groups, right? And I'm gonna say paparazzi, anybody. I'm not even gonna use paparazzi. Scratch that. Take the name out. Not bashing. What I'm saying is, y'all can get my point in a second. When you'll see Avon, Mary Kay, not just paparazzi, you'll see that they'll just be posting like, skin cream, 10% off, buy it. That's all you see from them. Next post you see, face cream, 50% off, buy it. You don't want to be that person. You want to connect with people along the way. Look at it as you have the next 3 months to make at least 20 new friends in each group. Don't act like everything you do has to yield a result today. What you do today will begin to yield the results over time. When you are taking your time and building up to those results, they last longer. They are more deep. So go request to be in these new Facebook groups, and every day post in them different things. You may post inspiration, or you can use those same type of I don't mix words. Those same 4 types of statuses in the groups. So posting value, posting testimonies, posting questions. Because the more, let's say you post a random question, like one question I posted in this workout group. Y'all, let me tell y'all, for like a week straight, this group did not accept none of my posts because they automatically assumed that every post that I was posting, I was trying to sell something, right? So what I did was I posted a picture of me in the gym, and I said, what what music do you listen to when you work out? That post got over 100 comments. Guess what that tells me? That's 100 people that work out. Guess what that I did when they commented? I replied, I hearted their comments, whatever. Then I went to their page and I sent them friend requests. Because that lets me know that they're thinking about what I'm thinking about. So now I'm going to bring them back to my page. And on my page, it's fair game. Y'all see what I did? So imagine that you add yourself into 10 groups relative to you. You may be a mom, you may be, whatever it is that you whatever is your interest. Go in 10 groups, right? It might be, let's say you're in Mississippi, or I know some of you all are in Jamaica. I know some of you all are here in Maryland, or wherever you are. Find groups for where you are and add yourself into request to be in those groups, and post inspiration, post motivation, post questions that make them answer, that are strategic. So when they answer, they are more likely to be in the same mindset as you, or at least in the same path, and then send them friend requests. Because now, when you're posting your 4 statuses on your page every day, that makes them acknowledge you for who you are and what you have, and it bridges the gap so that y'all can talk about what your end goal was in the first place. All right. Your customers, follow up. If you're doing all of this, you should be getting at least 2 new customers every day. Because remember, I said it takes 2 new customers or 2 customer orders a day to go bronze in 1 month. Who would like to go bronze this month? Do y'all know that going bronze this month with, what was that, $12.40 in retail sales and $2.50 in binary pay minimum? I've seen a bronze make $500, $600. So minimum $2.50 in your binary pay, $12.40 in your retail sales. Selling 2 products every day this month. All right. That means, okay, do everything I said before this moment, and then go follow up with people you did it with yesterday and close them out. Follow up with people you did it the other day, last week, close them out, right? Okay. So follow up with 3 customers daily, invite them to the calls. When you invite them to the calls we're having, that makes them ask you, what's your website? Can I order from your website? Because now they know we have a website. Now they know we have more products. Or they may even message you and say, you know what? I'm ready to get started. Okay, everybody won't be business partners, but either way, you'll get some sort of progress when you follow up with customers and invite them to the calls. I recommend that everybody have at least 1 sample party or 1 sample meetup every month. At your sample meetup, have Adam, and at least some coffee to give them for free because they showed up. Maybe 1 pack of coffee, a cup of tea that they're going to drink on the spot, and maybe give out 1 Adam. These are things that they will go home the same day and know that it works the same day. So have 1 sample party that you can invite your customers and prospects to once a month, because then you can give them discounts because they came to you on product that they'll buy that day. That day only may be the day you sell your tea or your capsules at some minimum price that you won't sell it online at all. So they got to come to your sample party to get that price. Be strategic and creative every day, y'all. I'm telling you, like, my mind be going. I was up last night and I couldn't even sleep. I don't think I went to sleep until like 3 or 4 in the morning because I'm just always thinking about ways to bring in more sales, to make sure that it's something everybody can do, and to make sure that it's something that everybody can teach. So from what I said so far, do it feel like you all can do? Can I hear from everybody on here in the chat? Just comment yes or no. What I've said so far, do it sound like something that you can do? I'm going to go look at the chat. Do it sound like something that you can do? Thank you. I got 2. Anybody else? Good, good, good. Okay. Now I can continue. All right. So, don't forget to do 1 video a day. 1 video a day for the next 30 days. If you do 1 video a day for the next 30 days and you still aren't binary qualified or making any sales, I ain't even gonna say that because it's not gonna happen. If you do 1 video a day, you will be binary qualified and you will make sales every day. Do 1 video a day, and it does not have to be a video selling product every video. It could be 1 video a day, just being transparent, showing people who you are, but giving value that bridges the gap so that you can connect with people who are on Facebook. You know, throw your product and your business in there, of course, mention it, slide it in. You know, every video I do, somehow I just slide it in, right? It could just be like, I just had my coffee, you know, I just had my scalp, so I'm amped up. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, and it's already 1:30. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all real quick. You see how I slid it in there because it's in my lifestyle. So do your one video a day because that way you can still slide it in there, draw more attention, make people connect with you more. The more that they, feel like they're getting value from you, the more that they're likely to join your business or buy a product from you. Okay. Go active every month by the 7th. Place your order or get your 3 customer orders in every month by the 7th. So that way you can already be in a position to get your extra 5% binary, because everybody on here has goals. That's why you're on here. And this call was random, which means that you want to get that extra 5% in the binary pay when you activate your binary. That extra 5% in your binary pay, imagine you're at bronze and you went bronze this month because you went active by the 7th. You sold your 2 products a day, which means you got your 2 business partners, right? And so now that extra 5% means can somebody tell me what is 25, what is 5% of 2,500? So that way they could see. Can you comment it in the chat? What is 5% of 2,500? Because you'll make the $250 from your binary pay, but then you get an extra 5% on top of that 2,500. That's what that 5% is. So the reason why I say, regardless of where you are in business, I know a lot of y'all just got started, but go active before the 7th anyway, because you'll create that habit of it. Now, when you get new business partners, you're not tussling with them to do the same thing because you honestly, genuinely understand why it's important to do it. So therefore, you encourage it from your heart, and you all can benefit together, maximizing on a comp plan. That's the only way to maximize on a comp plan, is to make sure that your website is active by the 7th with the 120 point order. Even if your person signed up on the 30th, make sure they sell their 18 packs by the 2nd. So that way they can order before the 7th. Do you see what I'm saying? Because the goal should be to sell 18 packs a week anyway. All right, from my notes, I think that was all that I had. Can you unmute 125? Look at that, 125. An extra 5% is $125 in your binary pay because you were active before the 7th. And every single month, I have never missed that 5% every single month. Never. Anybody have any questions or comments about what we talked about? Remember, you're all leaders on here, and this is a roundtable conversation with roundtable bosses. So ask anything or let me know. Did this help you? Unmute yourself. Anybody?
So, hi everyone. My name is Dina. I did my video today, Aisha, and I did one yesterday, and I did it today. And if anyone know me, y'all know I do not go live. Like, I'm just fearful of going live. So, been for years. I just want to be behind the scenes. But doing the video yesterday and doing the one today is encouraging me to do it more, because I'm realizing that it's really not that bad. So thank you for the encouragement.
You're welcome. Sounds like you need to drink some more tea to boost your immune system, lady.
I know. I don't know where this cold is coming from, but you're absolutely correct. I'm going to make my gallon today.
Good. So by the time we do the next call on Sunday, that should be gone. Y'all know the tea cleans mucus out your body if you drink it every day, and if you don't have mucus built up in your body, then the stuff that causes colds won't be able to attack you so easily because there's nothing for it to attach itself to make you sick. I hope I'm making sense. I haven't had a cold in like 3 years. All right, so I'm just telling you, like when I sneeze, nothing comes out. That's why I can say this confidently. So drinking tea every day. Like how you need to eat every day, you got to be like that about drinking the tea. And the more you do that, the more money you'll make, because the more passionate you'll be about why people shouldn't play with you about what you're selling. You know, when people try to recruit me into selling other stuff, you know, I let them know, like, it's not even a thought. It's like no conversation. At this point, they don't even come to me about it, because I care about what, if I make a sale, can I help you change your life? And I feel like what we have is something everybody needs. Everybody need it, regardless if they on government assistance, even if they don't have any money, or, you know, they'll find it. If they want to improve their health, they'll find it. It's something that can change every single life of every person who says yes to you. I would rather, I would rather the conversation on someone's sick bed. Let's say, you know, someone that you know got sick, and, you know, they may be young, and they got diagnosed with something. I'd rather me visit them on their sick bed and my conscience say, at least I told you and you didn't listen, rather than I wish I would have told you. Yes, the tea is your best friend. I'm drinking it now and I haven't eaten yet and I'm not hungry. Yep, I love how it does for us. All right, y'all. So the training call that is weekly is on Sunday at 4 o'clock. You all are bosses. That's the other thing I meant to mention. Make sure you set alarms in your phone until you remember on your own. Set alarms in your phone until you remember on your own when to get on these calls. Because if you don't show up, the people you recruit not going to show up. So then you're going to have a whole bunch of people that just signed up with you that's not making any money, because y'all not moving together in unison. You have to take the first step that you want them to take when they say yes to you. So if you say I'm on every call, then that inspires them. Dang, so that means I need to be on every call. All right, let me go ahead and set up my life so I can be on every call. You know what I'm saying? But if you say, you know what, I be missing these calls. I don't know. I ain't been on a call in 3 months, but sign up with me. Look at how, like, you know, uh unreliable that sounds. So the more you get on these calls, the more you'll understand how to build your business, the more easier it becomes for you to learn it, do it, and teach it every day. The calls where you can invite your friends to hear more information are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 1 p.m., 8 p.m. every week. The training is Sunday at 4 p.m. every week. Set alarms. Pay attention to the groups. Pay attention to the chats. Hop on. I always tell people, like, when my mom misses calls, sometimes I message her and I'll be like, so you not getting on calls no more? And she'll be like, I lost track of time. You know what I say to her? I wish I could lose track of time. If I lose track of time, nobody's gonna do the call. So you gotta operate like that. Own it. Own your business. Own your business. Act like the show starts and stops with you, because it does, especially if you have business partners. Your show, your business, the growth and success of your organization starts and stops with you, regardless of what we're doing. Albert could do a call every day training the business. But if Kia is not on these calls and Kia business partners get on the calls and see she not on, then they're not going to take it serious, so they're not going to show up. But if they see that you're on every call, they'll jump on. People don't want to feel like they're missing out. So if they see that a lot of us are showing up and we're getting success and they kind of playing with it, they'll show up more. People like to talk, but when you actually do what it takes, you inspire people to do more too. So that's all I have. Um, I think I done worked out and talked up an appetite, so I'm out. I'll see y'all on Facebook. I love y'all so much. Believe that. All right. Bye.